Hey there, and welcome back to my channel, Weirdly OCD. In today's video, I want to show you how I go about organizing the way that I send out people's birthday cards. Up to about 6 months ago, I never really sent anybody a birthday card. I would give friends and family, cards in person if I knew I was going to see them, or if I was invited to like a party or something like that. But for like friends and family out of state or not local that I knew I wouldn't see, I really didn't send them one. Not because I didn't want to, I just never honestly thought about it until it was too late. It was their birthday, and it is what it is. But I made a commitment to myself and to my friends and family that I was going to not miss somebody's birthday again. Because as much as I know technology has taken over our lives in this day and age, it's still nice to get something in the mail. It's nice to know that somebody took the time to pick out a card, especially for you, fill it out with their own message if they want to, and send it off. And it's nice to get that thing in the mail that isn't a bill or something, So I'm going to show you how I organize my cards, how I go about getting them each month, how I don't miss anybody's birthday, things like that. So first of all, what I did is I went through and wrote down everybody that I wanted to send a birthday card to. Friends, family, things like that. And I made sure that I really thought of everybody. Like, I didn't just write down the list and be like, okay, that's everybody. I gave myself like a week or two, that in case if somebody else had popped in my head that I wanted to do it with, oh, yep, okay, I've got them. So then I went through and found out all their birthdays, if I didn't already know it. A lot of them I knew, but there were some I just weren't sure about. I knew like the month and the general range of the month, but I didn't know the exact date. So I went on to our Great Friend Facebook, where it shows you where everybody's birthday is, or when everybody's birthday is, I'm sorry, and did it that way. And then I went through and I made a list of birthdays, as you can see. And I broke it down by month, January, February, March, all the way through December. And I wrote this ain't coming in very clear. Let me try this here. I wrote the month at the top, the date in chronological orders, and then their name next to the date. And what I do is the last week of the month, I will go get cards for the following month. So for instance, for these 4 birthdays that I have here in this month of February, I went and got, if I can reach them, I went and got the cards for them the last week of January. That way I would have them. And I take this list with me to the store so I know exactly who I need to buy for. That way, if I have to buy for like a cousin, I get a cousin card. If I have to buy for a grandparent, I buy a grandparent card. That way I'm just not really buying generic cards. And that way I make sure also that I don't miss anybody. I don't want to go to the store and think, oh gosh, did I have 4 people in February? Or 5 or 6? And then either I don't buy enough cards and now I've got to make a second trip to the store, or I bought too many and now what am I going to do with this extra card or two? You may be able to use it down the line, but maybe not. So I always take this list with me just to make sure I know how many to buy for and who I'm buying for. So as I said, I go the last week of the previous month to get them for the following month that I need them. When I get the cards home, I fill them out. Now these I haven't yet, but I fill them out, put a stamp on them, label the envelope, everything, and then I put them in order in a stack by the front door in the order that they need to go out. Finally, make sure that you have everybody's address and it's their current correct address. So far, I haven't had any birthday cards come back to me yet that were wrong. But I actually keep this birthday list here in my address book. I keep it just folded here in half in the front. I go in here the last week of the month and look at to who I need a card for the following month. And as I said, just take this with me to the store. That's pretty much it as far as birthday card organization. Yes, as I said, I did kind of cheat with Facebook because Facebook tells you when people's birthdays are. Now, granted, that's if they put their birthday on their profile when they signed up for their Facebook account or they've updated it to show their birthday. If they don't have their birthday in there, then you're kind of screwed, unless you know it. But that is what I do. That's what I feel is a simple method in keeping track of when everybody's birthday is, making sure they get their card on time, making sure everybody does get a card, that I'm not overbuying yet underbuying cards, and that they get it on time. But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I really started this just because it's nice to get something in the mail. Something happy. Like I said, that something isn't a bill or, something legal or whatever. It's something fun, something nice, something to, brighten someone's day. Somebody may be having kind of a bad day and they get a birthday card in the mail. They didn't think they were going to get one. They don't think anybody might remember their birthday, and they get one. And it probably just brightened up their day and made it turn around totally. So it's definitely something to consider. Now, I will say Dollar Tree is probably the best place to go get birthday cards. That's where I go because, one, the location is very convenient for me. It's literally at the end of my block. And two, they have birthday cards, 2 for $1. I really don't think you can get any cheaper than that. At least not that I've seen. So if you need to buy a decent amount, usually I've been doing this since, when did I start doing this? September. September was actually my busiest month. I had to buy 8 cards, so it cost me $4 plus the stamps. So less than $10, and 8 people get a birthday card that they may or may not have been expecting. I know they probably weren't expecting them from me because, like I said, I've never sent anybody an actual birthday card in the mail. I've only given it to them if I knew I was going to see them for sure, or I got invited to some get-together or party, and you don't want to obviously show up to one of those without a card and whatever else you want to bring, but at least a card. But with that is today's video. That is my very simple together method of making sure that everybody gets a birthday card and that they enjoy it. If you have any questions about this or any suggestions for any other videos, leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. And I will see you all next Sunday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.